Hello everyone, Shiner here, Squidding Server again. As you can see, I've done a little bit of work while we were offline. Fixed all of this, so now the house blends in with Oakwood, blends into the village a little bit better. It took a lot longer than planned because for some reason the oak saplings out here, all the way in Savannah Land, are not dropping as many saplings as I was hoping. So it really did take a long time to get all of that done, and then my roof as well. I was going to work on the tree farm today in this episode. However, I need to head over to Spawn and work on a slime farm. So we're going to do that. Before we do, as you can see, I've got a bunch of sheep stacked up over here. They're temporary holding pens. Working on a little project which hopefully I can show you in the next episode. Not quite ready to do it yet. Ryan was kind enough to hook up my nether portal to our little network, so it's easier for me to travel back and forth now. And I just want to introduce you to... he's not here. This is Simon. And he's called Simon after Simple Simon because he keeps coming through into the nether. He doesn't leave the portal room. And he's going to get himself killed one of these days. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that right at the moment. Okay, I will catch up with you just now once we're back at spawn, and we'll start working on our spawn farm. I've never made one before, so hopefully this works out. I've tested it out in creative, and it does seem to work. But now we'll just try it out on the survival server. We'll see you now. Okay. Here we are at our spawn. I don't think it's changed much since we were here last time. There was some creeper damage at the back of the portal room which I had to fix. We'll do a little bit more fixing there in a moment. What I've done, I have found a slime chunk quite close here to the spawn. I'm hoping that it'll work where it is. Started digging a little bit of a pilot hole. What I'm going to do, I'm at 59Y. I want to dig down to about 35. I think I'll put the first spawning platform there. So I'm going to start digging this out, and we'll catch up when we're there, and we need to hollow that out, and we'll talk a little bit more about the slime farms once we're making some progress. Okay, I have dug down. As you can see, I'm at Y35, which is exactly where I want it to be. It's not too far down, but it's far enough. This whole area here, my chunk starts here and goes all the way across to here, and then 16 blocks that way. This whole area needs to be cleared out. It doesn't have to be, but it does increase the chances of getting a good spawn, or increasing the spawn rate rather, of your slimes. By having the cleared area, to get the large slimes I need a 3x3 or 2x3 area cleared out. Either way, I'm going to clear it 3 blocks high. This that we're standing on is going to be the spawning platform. Off on either side, I'm going to have some trenches that'll fall down to the streaming and collection area, but we'll worry about that just now. In the meantime, I need to get this cleared out. I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do it. I'm just going to get started, and we will catch up once we've made at least a little bit of progress. The problem I'm going to have is I've gone and made my access hole here in the middle, so we'll have to redig that. But we'll worry about that just now. In the meantime, it's going to take me a good while to get all of this cleared out. 16 blocks by 16 blocks by 3 high. It's going to take a while. So we'll see you just now. Okay, so we've cleared out the area and mined ores that were floating around the place. I still need to make a plan with that. I haven't done it yet. So the idea is, this is the entire chunk that has been cleared out, 3 high. The slimes should, with a little bit of luck, spawn on here. Now what I need to do is I need to hollow out 3 out, and then this is going to be on all sides, and this is going to be a drop. Sort of, what can you call it, a channel, a cliff, whatever, where the slimes will then fall down. They're not the smartest of mobs. In fact, they're actually quite stupid. They just, when they spawn, they're facing a random direction, and that's the direction they run off in. So with all of this cleared out, being 3 wide, they will drop down to whatever we have at the bottom there. There are various different ways of reducing the size of the slimes and killing them. I'm just going to do the simple way. I'm going to channel them with some water and then run them into some cactuses, and that will eventually kill them. Under that we'll have some hoppers that'll collect the slime balls, and with a little bit of luck we will have some slime balls. Again, I'm not going to make you sit through all of this. I also need to double check because I am sitting on a double slime zone, two adjacent slime chunks, so I need to make sure I'm not digging in the wrong direction, and we will come back once we've got some channels dug. Okay, so I've dug my trenches all the way around. Up here we have a spawning platform, torch on the end. I put some jack-o'-lanterns in the floor. It looks a little better than torches and doesn't reduce my spawning size for the slimes themselves. I'm going to hold off on doing the bottom for now, because I need to go a lot lower than it is. I might put some temporary water in there just to try it, but in the meantime I'm just waiting to make sure that the slimes are actually going to spawn. I'm not sure how far away I need to move or if they'll spawn while I'm sitting here, but do a little bit of research on that and I will get back to you with what I find. And in the meantime I'm just going to move myself away, give them a chance, and I'll come down and keep checking them. I've also moved my my ladder, the access point, sticking it here around the side. Shows up in one of the caves nearby, well, close to spawn. I really hope having done this close to spawn is not going to be an issue, but we'll try it and we'll give it a go. Hopefully when we come back we've got some slimes that have spawned around that we can test out. We'll see you in a little bit. I have found a different spawn chunk. We were over there. Oh, hello. Come here. Nothing. Really? Nothing. Huh. Okay. We were digging down here and slime chunk ended up going back there, and I think our farms, our chickens and the cow sheep, I think it was all, the entity count was messing a little bit with the spawning. I have, however, found 2 more. Just need to find where I was now. 2 more chunks over here, and there's actually quite a few in the area. And at the moment I'm clearing out 2 of them. It might be a little bit too much. Well, I say it might be a little bit too much. It's a hell of a lot. All the digging. I want 2 platforms. I need to watch out for him. As you can see, the slimes are spawning. There's the makings of the second platform down there. That is from a creeper who decided to spawn in here. You can hear the zombies all over. There's a massive ravine very close by. And die. That's been through there, lighting it up as best as I can, and hoping that now, once I leave the area and they despawn a bit, hopefully then we'll have a little bit of luck. Oh, you're not doing much damage, are you? With getting a few more slimes spawning in around the area. In the meantime, I'm going to get rid of that. Hey, slime balls. Awesome. Nearly enough for a block as well. Okay. Yeah, I will pick up with you. We'll get as much done today as we can. I need to clear all of this out, make it a decent drop. I want to do the second platform below it. We're sitting at the moment, I think 35, and then our second level, I think, is down at about 29. So yeah, I want to get a couple more levels in. Probably do the spawn catching area down at about Y10. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm just making sure I'm not being snuck up on here. As you can see, plenty of resources to be harvested, or to be mined rather. Here we go. All this has to be cleared out here. It's going to take a good long time, but we'll get there eventually. Just if we don't starve to death in the process. I've got some monster lag going on. Okay, I'm going to get to work and continue doing this, and hopefully it doesn't take as long as I'm afraid it will, and then we can start farming some slimes. Okay guys, I am finally done. Got a little carried away and went through most of it, but I'll do a walkthrough with you now. I'm not sure this is the most convenient or efficient slime farm to do, but it's working for me. I've cleared out 2 of the spawns. Hopefully nothing spawns while I'm here. 3 levels of each. I think I'm missing something. Oh yes, I'm at the bottom. I thought I was popping out at the top, but anyway. Yeah, lit so that we don't get any other hostile mobs showing up out of nowhere. 3 layers on top, identical to these ones over here. What the slimes do is they fall off the side, land into the streams of water, which take them through probably an overly complicated network of varying stream strengths and depths. But anyway, that's just to carry them to where I want them, which is right over here. Big slimes, medium slimes, they're going to hit the cactus, which breaks them down into the smaller ones, takes them even further down along the stream, where they hit those 3 cacti over there, under which we have the hoppers that collects the slime balls, and then ends up in the chest. Just from doing this, I started a little wrong way around, doing the slime spawning area before anything else. So as you can see there, I ended up collecting 27 slime balls just while trying to do this. And one thing I can tell you is I hope it is a long time before I have to clear anything out again. That took so long, it was ridiculous. And there is a massive underground ravine that goes through down there. So I had to go and light that thing up the whole way with spiders and creepers and all sorts of other weird and wonderful type creatures. Hopefully I've got it lit up enough. We'll go down and have a look now. Just in the time I've been waiting, how much is left there. As I say, it is working. Hopefully now everybody else can start getting some use of some slime balls. Oh, there we go, there's 19 already. So when I got to I checked the chest, there was 14 in it. I went up to the top, dropped something off, came back down with you, and already there was an extra 5 slime balls there. So yeah, it seems to be working well. I'm going to hang around spawn for a little while just to make sure that it is working properly, and then we'll head back to Venice and go and work on a couple more projects. I know they're not going to spawn while I'm standing around here. I'm just curious and hopeful. I did pop out somewhere earlier, which was up in the top floor there, but yeah, it seems to have gotten the wrong one. I heard someone bouncing around, so I dug through, and here's where I ended up. So let me close that up again. We don't want anybody else stumbling in there by mistake, or any of the little slimes coming through. So yeah. Okay. Disregard. So there we go. That's taken me the better part of all day today to get completed. And I'm just trying to think next projects what I can work on while I'm here at spawn. I do want to finish my other little secret project, which is at the base, but I can't think of anything around here that needs to be done just yet. Via the nether portal we now have the witch farm. Ryan got the blaze farm working today, so well, his first couple of spawns. Why are you guys all carrying eggs? What's with you and eggs? My eggs. Thank you. Oh, hello. Now, what are we going to get rid of? Bye bye cactus. There we go. That'll do. So yeah guys, I'm going to head back to the other side, go and find my own base, and then we'll pick it up from there. Hopefully by the end of the episode I can show you, if not what I've been working on, then at least most of it, so you can try and, or some of you will quite easily see what it is, but we'll take it from there. I'll catch up with you in a moment. Okay, Here we are back in Venice. I just want to gather up a little bit of wool quickly. See what I have in my stocks. Okay, we won't do that yet. I will finish this episode off with a very quick reveal. There's Simon. Hello, Simon. There we go. That is what I am working on. Hopefully you can tell what it is by now, but if not, then in the next episode we'll show it to you completed. That's about all. I want to get working on that. I've started some strip mining and some branch mining down in the ravine. Over here I've made my access, so you can see with my mine down there at the bottom. Haven't gone down the ravine yet and lit it up. Tried to do a little bit of mining down in that area. Ended up in the ravine itself. Decided I'd come and start where I can easily get down to bedrock level and do some diamond mining because I am running a little low. But yeah, downside of that at the moment, it's all made out of wool, so when the zombies catch fire, it's yeah, it causes problems. You can see my access ladder there. I'm not sure if it's coming through too well on the video, but that's where I climb up onto the top there, and I start placing my wool. In the next episode, I'll show you a completed mini project over there, and then we will get to work on some of these mob spawners, making zombie spider and skeleton farm. So we will then see you next time. Cheers. Bye.